Hello everyone, welcome to this quick motion builder tutorial. Today we are going to learn what characterization is and the different ways you can characterize a character. This is one of the most important steps if you want to animate with mocap, use control rig, retarget animations, or do almost anything cool in motion builder. First, I'm downloading a Mixamo character. So let's download it in TPOS. Let's open the motion builder and let's see how we can import the character here. So I have opened a folder here. Yes. And here we are getting two options. One is FBX merge, one is FBX open. It's usually recommended to you use FBX merge. So let's do that. No animation, since it's just an TPOS character. So yeah, we got the character here. So before we start, let's see what exactly is characterization. In simple words, characterization is the way motion builder understands your skeleton. When you characterize a character, you tell motion builder, hey, this is humanoid character. This one is the left arm. This one is the right. This one is the head. I guess that's enough theory. Let's start working on it. So one of the few things we need to keep in mind is that uh, the character or the skeleton which we are trying to characterize, it always should be in 000. Means it should be in the origin. So here you can see that it's already in origin. And one other thing is that it should be in TPOS. Currently this is in TPOS, so we don't need to do anything extra. All right. Control 2 to open two individual windows and Control W to open schematic view. So here you can see the hips, the skeleton for this model. Of course, it's currently not visible here. Let's see. If I click Control A, you can see it's visible. So before we start anything, let's quickly manage these things into groups. Come here, group, and click on Create. So the advantage of groups is that when we are working, we can just turn this off and we can turn it on whenever we want to again. Fine. Let's do the same thing for mesh also. Again, as you can see, I'm just turning off the mesh here and it's being updated in the scene. Fine. All right. So let's go into the first way on how to characterize it. So here we can see the properties window, right? Sorry, not properties. In the asset browser, in the template section, there is a section called characters, right? And here is a thing called character. So what you need to essentially do is you can just drop the character onto the hips here in the schematic view and you can just click on characterize. And it's gonna ask you whether we need to choose biped or quadruped. So it's basically biped means two. This we will use this for most of the human-like characters. Quad means essentially four, quad the number. So in biped essentially it's two legs and two hands. Yeah, so let's click on biped. So here you can see it created a character. So in the navigator also we can essentially see that. So let's rename this, edit definition and edit definition and rename. Yeah, let's rename this as what. So here if we click on the definition, you can see that we don't have any issues here. It almost perfectly matched. Like essentially all the bonds are correctly mapped. So you can verify this here by checking the validation status, or you can just verify this just by hovering the individual bonds. So it's essentially saying what exactly it's been mapped to. Like you can see here the right forearm mapped to Mixamo right forearm, right? Yeah, so that's how it works. So since we have characterized our Y-bot, let's try to retarget an animation. So if we select the asset browser and come to tutorial section, we can find some bunch of animations here. So let's select one of them. Let's drag the walk around animation. So here again we can see the two options. Let's go to FBX merge and so here the thing is we can see two options, I mean multiple options like all takes and the take 001. So if this file contains multiple animations and you want them, you should click on the all text. But here we can just click on the take 001, which is the name of that animation. Yeah, as you can see, uh, a skeleton has appeared. If we click on the timeline, yeah, it's working. Let's do one thing. Let's try to, as you can see, it's updated in the schematic view too. So if you are wondering what is control reference, it's essentially control rig for the Mia character. So you can check it here, the control rig, the middle one. It belongs to the Mia character. So let's quickly see how we can retarget this walking animation to our bot. And before we do that, let's quickly create a group for the Mia reference to like Mia skeleton. So I'm just gonna select all these. Yeah, so I'm in the skeleton selection mode. Let me turn this on. Yeah, and let's create a group and just turn the control ring for now. So one other way you can just turn off the control rig view is by clicking Control A. So as you can see, it's being updated. So let's click on the Ybot character, and here in the source, we need to essentially select the target which acts as a source of the animation. So here in this case, let's click on Mia. So as you can see, it's auto updated here, and let's try to play it. Yeah, the walking animation is working. So here there's a into mark rate. If we click on that, basically it makes the animation to loop. Let's see. So yeah, so that's how we retarget animation. So if you want to bake this animation, how to do that? So essentially, we can bake this particular walking animation to our Biped skeleton, and we can do it in two ways. Let's see the first way. So we can just click here and we can choose bake plot to skeleton. Yes, and yeah, that's done. So we can go through, I mean, we can just put the source as none here. But if we now try to play the animation, it just works. Now it is working because we plotted the animation to the skeleton. So yeah.